battle with the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check, Patrick.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Now it's Trubisky. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell to punt in his 4th year from Miami. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Detroit! Let's go! 3-9-10!
They'll run it with Johnson. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Kessler. Going long for Coates. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. Oh, able to avoid him. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Over the middle, the tight end Shaheen with it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Trubisky will throw. On the right side, this is Miller. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. First down, they run with Howard. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. This is Howard on 2nd down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
10 yards to go on 3rd.
Let's go.
Here's Trubisky to throw. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the... And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? The chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And some room to maneuver. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They go with Howard again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that was not a highlight play for the offense. But how about the previous play? A big run? They're used to trading that, especially if you're a Hall of Fame runner. Big run, maybe not so much on the next one, but the big ones add up over time.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! Detroit!
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, powering his way forward. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. On 3rd and goal, Howard. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Adam Shaheen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
We remind you, no night game tonight on Christmas Eve, but we make that up with 2 games under your tree tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Yes. I'm just reading the card. I got to give props to our writer, Ed Brady, there. But we start with the Steelers and Texans at 4:30 Eastern, followed by the Raiders and Eagles, a Super Bowl 15 rematch. You impressed that I know that?
I'm very much impressed that you know that. Who was the MVP?
Yep, that'll be at 8:30 Eastern from Philadelphia. A 1st down throw for Kessler. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 3rd down, Kessler. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Christian Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 30. Niall Davis off to the races. Touchdown, Chicago. Niall Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Franks to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Kessler throwing on second down. Screen play, Johnson. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Shotgun snap, Kessler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Again, it's Howard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He's going to field this at the 4. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 18-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. Back that up.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's Trubisky. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Trying the right side with Howard. And now running right through it. They down the numbers. There he goes. 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Now Franks for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now Kessler, pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Second down, here's Kessler. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. They stare up now at a 3rd and long. Kessler and company needing something big after the sack. Kessler in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Down sideways, right near midfield. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Now Trubisky to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away, offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield, and you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now.
Here's Trubisky. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And now the Browns coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Gun.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Now it's 10th carry for Johnson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
And taken right at the 35. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the 2nd half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I like that about Trubisky. Has some calm in the pocket, some good presence despite the fact only 13 starts in his college career, an entirely different style of offense. Remember, he played that spread stuff while at North Carolina.
All right, here we go.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Kirksey coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
A give to Howard running left. Oh, bowls right over him. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first, they go right back to Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On the toss play, Howard down to the 25. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now let's go.
On third down, this is Howard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And Frank's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Lucky 56.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kessler. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Arnie.
Throwing is Kessler on 3rd down. Underneath for Johnson. And he is knocked down from the side near the 34-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green 30. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
The tight end changing his position. Here we go. Kessler on 4th down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They built up that lead at intermission. And they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. On the give, running right is Howard. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
A give to Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Howard. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. It's a Callow Witherspoon, the rookie from Colorado. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They run again with Hunt. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll toss it to Crowell. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they couldn't get anything there, Charles. Now 4th down from their own 2, and a bad situation, to be frank, for the special teams.
Yeah, if you are the punting team now, your number one thing is protect the punter because you got to think they may actually come after him trying to get a big play.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at the 20. Still shedding tackles. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
Here we go now. Blue lining. Blue lining.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Watching that, Barney.
They'll toss it to Hunt. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Lewis has the first down and then some. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Let's go. Watching that, Barney. No. Check. Back up. All right, now look at 56.
Kessler off play action. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they're operating in the red zone.
Back there in Philly. Here we go.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They come out here in the I. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Akeem Hunt, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time or maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
3-19.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Chicago, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm